Good morning, friends. I'm Desiree Joy Evelo, and welcome to Radiant Joy Yoga and Fitness. Today, we're starting our day waking all of our chakras in this 7-chakra yoga flow. So our chakras are the energy centers located in our bodies. Chakra means wheel. These wheels of energy are located at the base of our spine for our Muladhara or Root Chakra, a few inches below the belly button for our Sacral or Svadisthana chakra, the Manipura chakra located above the belly button in the middle of the abdomen. It's our solar plexus. And traveling up right behind our sacrum to the Anahata chakra or the heart chakra. Coming to the base of our throat for the Vishuddha or throat chakra, our third eye, Ajna, and finally the crown of our head, Sahasrara chakra. Today's flow is designed to move energy through the body. If we have any of those centers in the body, chakras, where our prana, our life force energy is stuck, this flow is designed to move that, break it up, so we have energy freely flowing through our body through the rest of the day. Let's get started. Seated on our mat. I'm lifting myself up on my bolster just for a little extra comfort. That extra lift, you can also sit on your blanket, a cushion, your blocks. That extra lift allows you to open the hips just a little bit more. Let's close our eyes. Allow our hands to rest on our thighs, palms facing up. Grounding down our sitting bones. Maybe we need to move the fleshy parts of our bottoms so we feel a better connection to the earth. And let's sit up nice and tall. Imagining there's a string tied to the top of our head, like we're a puppet. Our puppeteer pulls our string. And we slowly get taller. Allow the shoulders to relax down. Let's bring awareness to our breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. As we breathe, we notice the gentle movements of the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. Expanding as we breathe in and contracting as we breathe out. We can imagine our tailbone that's connecting to the earth are like our roots. Imagine them growing roots, sinking down into the earth, connecting us. In our mind's eye, we see a red glowing light coming from our tailbone down through our roots to the earth. Every time we breathe in, we pull that red light, that energy up from the earth. Imagine it traveling up the spine, spiraling around it, coming all the way to the crown of the head. And exhaling, you feel that red light energy going down the spine, through our tailbone to our imaginary roots back into the earth. Our Muladhara chakra or Root Chakra deals with our safety, our security, and our right to be. This feeling of grounding maybe makes us feel a little safe, a little bit more safe, more secure in the world. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and we'll exhale through the mouth. Opening our eyes. Now let's start moving our energy through the body as we warm up. We're going to come up to standing. Coming to our mountain pose with our feet grounded on the mat, hip distance width apart, spreading our toes. Our feet are rooting down. We can imagine the whole body as a tree. Our toes spread wide. Imagine them rooting down through the toes, through the back corners of our heel, making us nice and secure. While the rest of our energy lifts upwards. Let's inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Take a big stretch. And exhale, let's release. Moving our energy up to our sacral or Svadisthana chakra. The element there is water. Trying to find some fluid movement like water in our bodies. And it deals with our right to feel. It's our emotional center, our creative center. Deals with feelings of joy and sensuality. So let's get creative. Maybe we take a little bit wider stance, nice soft bend in the knees, sinking back into our hips. Find some fluid movement. Deep breaths in and out. Let's connect to our Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And on our exhale, we constrict the glottis. So we hear the exhale. It almost sounds like our ocean waves washing over us. Let's open the shoulders, big stretches. How does our body want to move today? Ooh, shoulders rolling back now. How does our neck want to move? Maybe we roll the head. Nice semicircle on the bottom. Let's inhale, bring that head back to neutral. Do a semicircle on the top, looking down to the shoulders. How about we move the spine? Nice side bend, side to side. Lifting our rib cage away from our hips, finding length through the side of the body. Maybe let's hinge forward, bringing our hands to our thighs. Let's do a little standing cat-cow. So as we inhale, we open the chest, drop the belly, lift the tailbone. And as we exhale, let's tuck the tail, arch the spine, tuck our chin, gaze towards our belly buttons. Move with the breath. Articulate through each vertebrae. Let's inhale, roll up. Let's bring that energy down to our hips, to that sacral chakra now. Maybe we roll the hips. Nice big circles. Keeping a soft bend in our knee. Let's switch directions. Now let's bring that energy to our knees. So feet about shoulder width apart, sinking into our hips, nice bend in the knees, loosely cupping our knees with our hands. We're circling the hips around. We call them knee circles, but we can't really circle our knees. But we're bending and then straightening through the knees as we come around. Let's switch directions. And let's come back to standing. Coming to our ankles, let's circle them out, one at a time. Make sure we circle both directions. Now let's switch legs. Go both directions. Bring our feet back to hip distance width apart to our mountain pose, grounding down through the earth. Keep a soft knee. Maybe feel whatever beat to the music, whatever you have playing. Let's inhale, lift up to the toes, exhale. Drop your weight to the mat, feel yourself grounding. Inhale. Let it out. Let's shake out the body. Woo. Rotate those arms. All right, how are we feeling? Got a little warm. We've moved through all of our joints. We got connected to our more creative or flowy sacral chakra. And now let's move to the Manipura or our solar plexus. Our solar plexus involves our personal power, our discipline, transformation. Its element is fire. So let's fire up our core. We're going to bring it down to the mat. And we're going to grab a block. So we're on our back, knees bent, feet grounded on the floor. We're going to take our handy block. We're going to bring it between our thigh and opposite elbow. As we do this, we're squeezing the core. Our abdominal muscles are turned on. We're pulling belly button to the backbone. This knee stays bent at our 90-degree angle. Now opposite leg, we're gonna lift up. Opposite arm comes out. So almost like a reverse crunch. Here we go. Inhale, extend arm and leg, and exhale. Crunch it in. Inhale to extend, exhale to crunch. And let's exhale to release. So by putting our block there, we're automatically helping to engage our core by keeping the block there. Now let's switch arms and legs. Block comes to the thigh, opposite elbow comes to our block. We're lifting the knees up, bent 90-degree angle. All right, inhale to extend, opposite arm and leg. Exhale to crunch. I'm sure we feel that inner fire starting to burn now. We feel a little burn in the core. And let's release. I know I'm feeling it. One more thing, work on that solar plexus using our block. Let's inhale, extending our legs upwards. We're gonna bring that block in between our feet. Arms come up, reaching upwards as we exhale. Extending arms and legs. Don't allow your heels to touch the mat. Bring it up, transfer the block to your hands. Inhale to extend. Exhale, crunch it up. Do the best that you can do. Last one. We're gonna hold out. And exhale. Release back down to the mat. Great job, everybody. Oh, my fire is burning now. All right, let's roll over to one side, push ourselves up to seated. Take a moment, connect with your breath if you need to. And let's transfer to all fours. Planting our hands on the mat. I'm going to go ahead and set up my blocks, the very top of my mat, just in preparation for the rest of our flow. Coming to our tabletop pose with wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked, knees directly underneath the hips, activating my core, pulling my belly button into the backbone. Moving on up to our heart chakra, or Anahata chakra. It deals with our right to love and be loved. And for that, we want to open the heart space. Let's stretch the chest. So let's plant left hand. Inhaling, lift that right arm off of the mat. Open up. Feel that big stretch as we reach skyward. Opening our heart space. And exhale. Doing a dynamic thread the needle. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale. Tuck that arm underneath. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhaling up. And this time, thread the needle fully. Bringing our arm under, grounding our shoulder and cheek to the mat. Stretching our shoulder, and we have the option with our left arm. Maybe we keep it placed underneath our shoulder. Maybe we lengthen it out. Connect to your breath, that ocean breath. Feel the waves wash over you as you breathe in and out. Let's bring our left hand back underneath our shoulder on our next breath in, pushing ourselves up. Coming back to our tabletop. Now let's switch to the left side. Right hand is planted. Inhaling, opening up to the left. Reach it upwards. Big stretch. Exhale, dynamic thread the needle. Bring the arm under, reach under. Inhale up. Exhale, tuck it under. Inhale, big stretch. Reach open. And exhale, thread the needle fully, grounding our shoulder and our cheek to the mat. Taking our option with our right hand, keeping that hand in place underneath the shoulder. Maybe we extend the arm overhead. Connect to your breath. Notice the expansion of your rib cage as you breathe in. And with our next breath, let's plant right hand back underneath the shoulder, pushing ourselves up. Let's drop our hips back down to our heels, coming to a hero pose. Maybe bringing our hands to our heart here. Take a moment, honor your heart chakra. I have the right to love and be loved. I treat myself with compassion. I love myself. Then let's release those hands back to the mat. Making our fingers nice and wide like starfish hands, maybe turning our elbow creases frontwards. Let's tuck our toes under, and with our next breath, lift the knees off of the mat and then exhale, lifting our hips up and back, finding our downward facing dog. Let's try to find some fluid movement here in our sun salutations to honor our sacral chakra. So nice bend in the knees, and inhale, flow forward, finding a plank. Exhale, lift it up to downward facing dog. Let's pick up our right foot. Inhale, step it through. Assisting our foot if we need to. Hands can come to our blocks, low lunge. Inhale, big sweep of the arms, coming to a high lunge. Opening our chest. Opening our heart chakra. Exhale. Float those hands back down to our blocks. Or to the mat, big step back. Back to downward facing dog. Let's slight bend in the knees. Inhale, flow it forward, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pick up the left foot. Inhale, step it through. Assist your foot if you need to. Low lunge, gazing forward. Inhale, sweep those arms skyward. High lunge. Run the balls of the back toes, opening our chest. And exhale. Bring those hands back down to our blocks or to the mat. Big step back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Bring our weight forward, shoulders directly over our wrists. Plank. We can even drop knees down, modified plank. We'll exhale, bend the elbows, keep them close into the body as we come down for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest. Cobra. Exhale to release. Planting hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, push yourself up, modified plank. We'll tuck those toes, bring the hips back. And lifting hips up and back, downward facing dog. As we inhale, we're going to pick up our right foot. This time as we come to our lunge, we're going to step to the outside of our right hand, finding a lizard lunge, opening our hip, honoring that sacral chakra. Okay, inhale, big step back, downward facing dog. Picking up the left foot, inhale, step into the outside of the left hand. Lizard lunge. Next inhale, big step back, downward facing dog. Bring it forward, plank or modified plank. Exhale, lowering down, Chaturanga. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest, Cobra. And exhale to release. Planting hands, inhale, lifting up, modified plank. Tuck those toes under. Lift up, downward facing dog. And walking our feet up to the top of the mat. Hip hinging forward, Uttanasana. Standing forward fold. Let's bring our hands to our shins, deep bend in our knees. As we inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Until we come all the way to the top, rolling those shoulders back. Coming to our mountain pose. Let's open up long edge of our mat. Toes out, heels in. You want to feel nice and grounded here. We're connecting back to that root chakra. Finding security, stability. Toes are spread wide. We're rooting the foot down to the mat, weights evenly distributed. The rest of the muscles lift up. Activating our quads, glutes, core. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. Fierce goddess. Inhale up, exhale down. Connecting to our Manipura, our solar plexus. As we exhale, we feel the abdominals tighten around here, squeezing as we push out all that stagnant air. And release the hands. We're going to open up to a warrior two on our right side. Heel intersects back arch. Knee stacked over our ankle. Opening our hips, opening our chest. We feel our stability rising up from our feet. Those feet are gripping the mat, pulling in opposite directions like we're trying to tear our mat apart. Our hips are open, opening our sacral or Svadisthana chakra. Our abdominals are activating, igniting our fire in our Manipura, our solar plexus. And our heart space is wide open, getting that energy to finally flow upwards. Let's open our palms as we gaze forward. Exhaling, let's exalt our warrior. Lifting ribcage away. And we exhale, let's release back to warrior two. As we flow back to our exalted warrior one more time, let's start the root chakra. Our Vishuddha chakra. Maybe we vocalize a little bit. Coming back to our warrior two, opening our palm, exhale. Back to our warrior two, let's do that again. One more time. How does that feel? Get that energy flowing. Let's exhale, hip hinge forward, forearm comes to thigh, rotating left arm around, bringing it up to the ear. Ooh. If we feel a little unsteady, squeeze those thighs into the midline. Let's open our chest, gaze upwards. Inhale, pushing back up, warrior two. Lower those hands down. Toes face forward. Just grab our blocks. As we come to our wide-legged forward fold, we're going to bring energy to our third eye or Ajna chakra. Let's inhale, lifting arms up. And exhale, swan diving, hip hinging forward. Bringing our third eye, our forehead, to rest on our blocks. Hands come down to the mat. Notice the subtle movements in the body as we breathe. The expansion of the belly, the rib cage, the chest as we breathe in. The warmth of our out breath. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Taking a deep bend in our knees. Hands come to our hips. And pushing down through the heels, rising all the way up. Let's bring those toes back out. And we're pivoting open to the left side of our mat, finding our warrior two. Right toes are facing towards the long edge of your mat. Left foot is open to the short edge, knees stacked directly over our ankle. Spread those toes, find strength, stability as we root down to the mat. The rest of our energy rises up. Our legs turn on. Our core turns on. We open the chest, gazing forward over our fingertips. Warrior two. Take up as much space here as we need. Notice if you're leaning forward, bring your shoulders, stack them over your hips. Find some nice alignment. All right, open the palm. Let's get ready. Just light that throat chakra up. You have the right to be heard. You have the right to speak. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale. Back to warrior two. Take a deep breath in. Speak your truth. Coming back to our warrior two. Let's exhale, hip hinge forward, forearm comes to the thigh, rotating right arm around, bringing it close to our ear, opening our chest, lifting our gaze. And inhale, push through the heel, rise up, back to our warrior two. Let's come out of that, bringing toes facing forward. Inhaling upwards and exhaling, hip hinging forward, wide-legged forward fold, grounding our third eye, our Ajna chakra, located on our forehead on our blocks. Let's inhale, bend those knees, hands come to our hips, lifting ourselves back up. Let's make our way downwards. Toes out, heels in, bringing those blocks in front of us. Hands come to heart center as we bend the knees, lowering ourselves down into our goddess squat. Sorry, our yogi squat, Malasana. Release the root chakra down. Release that tailbone down, feeling some relief through the lower back. We feel grounded and stable through our feet. And with our next exhale, let's release, coming down to the mat. Let's bring it back down, all fours. Bring your big toes together, knees open wide. Send those hips back, extending those arms out overhead, grounding our third eye, our forehead, our Ajna Chakra to the mat. Our Ajna Chakra deals with the right to see. It's about trusting our intuition, our wisdom, and also our imagination. We can trust our intuition. It's a feeling that we have. Sometimes it tells us this doesn't feel right. Typically, when your intuition kicks in, you should listen to it. If something doesn't feel right, it typically isn't right. So trust your inner intuition, your inner wisdom. Let's inhale, lifting ourselves back up. Sinking back to our heels for our hero pose. So we've brought energy from the feet upwards, upwards. And now we're going to focus on the crown. So we're coming to an inversion. We're going to come to a tripod headstand so we can ground the crown of our head on our mats. Okay. Bring palms to the mat. Exhale, hip hinge forward, bringing your crown of your head to the mat. There we go. Elbows are bent, hands are underneath our shoulders. We walk our feet up, bringing our knees towards our elbows. Now, if this is all we can do, let's just stay here. It does the same thing. We're grounding the forehead. And then if we feel stable and secure, we can lift the feet off of the mat. Take a nice long deep breath in here. Core is active. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale. Let's come out of that. take a moment here, easy seated pose, Sukhasana. Opening our palms. Let's relax those shoulders down and back. Reconnecting with our breath. Feel our tail. Our sitting bones are connected to the mat. We can imagine that breath that we did before, tailbone rooting down to the earth. Now notice how that feels as we breathe in, drawing energy upwards from the earth. Coming to our tailbone, our root chakra. Imagining the color red. Flowing upwards, directly below the belly button, sacral chakra. Orange. Moving up to the solar plexus, above the belly button and the abdomen. Yellow. Energy flows upwards, behind the sternum, heart chakra. Green. Flowing to our throat chakra. Blue. Third eye chakra, dark indigo blue. Emerging through the crown of our head in a violet light. I honor and balance all energy centers within me. My prana, my energy is freely flowing through my body. Let's take one more deep breath here. And let's bring ourselves down to the mat on our back for Savasana. Making ourselves as comfortable as possible. Let's tuck those shoulders back and down behind us, palms facing up. Allow the feet to flop open. Bringing awareness back to our breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Allow our breathing to come back to its natural rhythm. Notice what sensations you're feeling in your body. You may notice pulses of energy or tingling flowing through your body. Starting at your toes, working its way upwards. Feel it flowing through your feet and ankles, up the legs to your knees, up the thighs, traveling towards our hips, coming to the base of our spine at our root chakra. Flowing upwards to our Sacral Chakra to the solar plexus, traveling up to the abdomen and the back, coming to our heart space in the center of our chest. Coming to our throat. Traveling up the neck, through our faces, to the center of our forehead, to our third eye chakra. And then flowing all the way up to the top of the head, to the crown. Our energy is freely flowing. Notice what you feel like when you've worked through all 7 chakras. You can imagine all of the colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, all the colors of the rainbow emanating from our bodies. Bodies are enveloped with a rainbow of colors flowing from our perfectly balanced chakras, flowing out into the world. As we go out in the day, we can be confident. We feel energized. We feel connected to our bodies and our energy. Feel free to stay here in Savasana as long as you need to. And if you're ready to come out, let's go ahead. Start bringing the gentle movements to the body, wiggling fingers and toes. Rotating out ankles and wrists. Turning our head side to side. Reach arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Biggest we've taken all day. And then we'll roll over to our side, coming to a fetal position. Taking a moment here to let the body come back to equilibrium. And then with our next breath, pushing ourselves up to seated. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. It was an honor to guide you through. The love and light in me honors the love and light in each one of you, from my heart to yours. Namaste. If you enjoyed this practice, please like it, share it with someone, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a yoga flow. Have a great day, everybody.